Good. We back with another one. Another stream. Prodigy Starks. It's my new build on my player nation. Oh, that's how we can start this off? Yeah, this first build is a playmaking shot creator. So it's pretty much balanced. It's the sound problem, but I think apparently. That's what happens when you have to put new stuff on here and settings just keep changing every time you put something in. Yo, I don't do none of the game. That's why 2K trash, boy. I swear. Like, what y'all need to do for the next year is put the dang on sound back into the game. Everybody can't get a sound card off the rip. I ain't getting no money from doing this stream, so how am I gonna get a sound card? I be wasting all my money on dang on video games and stuff. Yeah, there we go. See what I mean? He can dunk, he can shoot, he can steal. That's all. Come on. Oh, you got it. I'm sure you had the rebound, stupid nigga. That's what we doing. We not even trying to get the rebound. God, Lee, I'm just trying to push the tempo, man. Wow, imagine that. Jimmy with the miss. Let's go. Yo, come on, 2K. This is what I'm talking about, man. Just make the bucket, man. Are you super wide open? What is the point? It's like I easily could have not passed it to him and missed the layup. You know what I'm saying? Like made the wrong decision. Derek gets the easy shot though. I'd rather Kennard just attack the basket in that case then. There a better chance of getting the assist? Thank you. Oh, Tom. Ain't nobody getting the ball now. You ain't cut the way I wanted you to cut, bro. Get away from the defender. Fully commit. That's what I need my teammates to do when it's time to do that crap. Okay, that's defense breakdown off on me. I got to guard two people at the same time. What is going on? Lord have mercy. That's all. Yo, come on. You must not have no stamina, because for me to, I don't hold on to that long. But god dang, I might get this short on purpose just so I can redo change the settings again. Dang, this is annoying that it doesn't play the sound off, at least off my mic. I had it like that. As soon as I put the, oh come on. So I don't pass it to Blake off of that one. I'm sleep. Wow. Imagine bailing out your teammate when it makes sense to bail them out in that situation. You could have made that look. That's it, nigga. God dang. There you go. Whatever, nigga. You dunking it gets a nod from me, nigga. Not even a nod. About time. Gives me a little nod, nigga. You do what you supposed to do. I'm controlling this. Yo, come on, get off me, nigga. Put it up. Stop being a pussy. Dang. You a big man, right? Do big man things. Things. God dang. Yo, pass it, man. If we're on the break, if three people are in front of you, dang. And y'all still pass it to the wrong person. Like, you understand what directional pass means, 2K? If I pass it forward and someone's ahead of me, it goes to Derrick Rose in that situation. It don't go to the side to Kennard. I didn't I didn't flick it to the side. Automatically goes to the person that's in front of you. I don't understand why y'all can't just do those. That's common sense to me. You flick the button forward that way, it goes to the person that's ahead of you, even if he's to the right of you. It don't go to the left because Kennard's not in front of us. Derrick Rose is in front of me. I'm out there, and the Kennard's darn near. Come on, man, it's retarded. But you know he's gonna pull up and miss because you don't. For some reason, you don't reward wide open shots. Wow. Imagine not passing the ball at all when I press the button. That's crazy for me. Bam, bam. If you my nigga to the end. Yo, it's a steal, man. Come on, you my steal. Henson, don't. Shouldn't even give you the ball. If I gotta say it before it flows, you already know 2K always be messing up. I mean, even I was watching a little bit. I watched some of the end of KD versus Derrick Jones on tonight or whatever. It just went off, whatever. That's one of the things Kevin Durant was saying. Come on, 2K, don't do me like that. Like we all know, 2K does some suspect stuff, but like don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff we complain about is we all got our ridiculous complaints. But my biggest complaint is, yo, it's a thin line. So yeah, do the realistic moves like that, fine. But at the same time, if Kennard's open, if Jimmy's open on the wing, if this person's open, like barring the fact that it might be someone who can't actually shoot the three. Like if it's Ben Simmons, okay, fine. I give you that. If he's open in the corner three, obviously he's not making that. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy has a decent 3-point shot. Kennard is a shooter. So for me, it's like if you that wide open, just go ahead and give us the shot in that situation. Because you at any given moment you'll let the computer against us just catch fire for no reason. Y'all find ways to break away from us, make certain plays that you shouldn't be able to make. You don't even allow big men to do what they're supposed to do. I understand the culture of the game has changed and stuff like that, but big men should be able to make inside shots, bro. It's not that hard. I understand they don't. A lot of those guys don't. You know, you got to have somebody like a Jokic or DeAndre Jordan or somebody that actually scores underneath like that. Even though Jokic stretch the floor and stuff like that, also. But I'm just saying, you don't really have you. Most bigs are specialties now, so more like a Clint Capella. He kind of only plays 15. He can give you points, but he's more of a defensive specialist type of thing. So I understand it from that perspective, but at the same time, especially when we talk about my career or my league, anything where the person is in control of the players, you got to give us some. You got to give us some flexibility on that. We're not trying to say we got to make every single shot, which my slasher darn near almost makes every single shot because he can shoot close shots so perfect, you know what I'm saying, dunks and all that. But I mean, my paint piece, he dropping 50 in the Knicks and we still be losing. Because you'll have him just like going a drought in the beginning where he can't back down niggas or can't. That's my more boring. I thought that was gonna be a fun build because most people think paint piece is gonna be similar to Shaq. Nope. Because the era has changed, y'all don't allow us to make a paint beat like Shaq. That's what y'all need to do for the next game too. We should have templates. You already made a 99 Shaq, so it's not hard to especially if you implement overcapping. In other words, if I overcap on one thing, it goes down on the other thing. So all you have to do is build a simple template based on the 99 Shaq you made, based on the 99 Tracy McGrady or whoever, all these little play and we can have archetypes based off of players that we grew up liking. So you can do custom pies, you can do archetypes, and then you can also do Hall of Fame players just players and customized based off current and past players. And it's not even like I'm giving you game. This is just this is something you should know as a developer. This is not even a jewel. It's common sense because you create the game. Bruce, I know you salty about your losing your lineup, but at least you made the shot. But nigga, pass the ball next time. 'Cause I was literally wide open. I was really about to put in work. Wow. You couldn't let me have it, 2K. You just couldn't let me have the dunk like I wanted. It just had to be some Oh, I gotta pause animation and go for some weak layup. You didn't even stop it. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, bruh, just let me do what I gotta do in that situation. Nobody was trying to get no layup in that situation. I stole the ball. It was in front of everybody. You dunked that, nigga. And my 3 level score couldn't do it. Yo, come on. Tyler Hero. Olenek. Oh, nice lay. Inside Bulls executive search. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to get it together. That's what I was telling my homie. I told him that when we start getting rid of Rose and when you got rid of Coach Tiff, Rose, and Jimmy Butler, I was like, it's front office next. Y'all next. 'Cause you're not finding anybody that can get you over the hump. At least when Tibbs Rose was injured, Jimmy was coming up, developing into what we see now. You know, Tibbs might have been overworking them. They still was getting to the playoffs again, at least over a little over 50 games. We know we ain't going to the playoffs as a fan base, my nigga. I mean, we ain't quite there with the Knicks, but still, you know you ain't. And to me, basketball, you have the capability to be realistic. Unlike football, I don't think you can be that realistic about football. I mean, look how the Cowboys fan base is. I think there's always some kind of, especially with the NFL, I think there's always kind of hope factor in that situation. Because any given Sunday, you can beat somebody that you weren't supposed to beat. Like it happens in basketball too, but it's not necessarily. It's more catered to a skill base. If KD's out there 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose that game. Just sorry, KD. It's KD's day today. You know what I'm saying? Like certain players are gonna not even turn the needle. The needle is already in position for them to win. No situation. So it is what it is. Duncan Robinson, everybody on the Heat balling right now. Well, was balling. That's what was going to be interesting about the East Conference Finals. The Bucks, Miami, Toronto. Even though I don't think Toronto was going to go that far, but still, you got everybody but Kawhi. Boston's playing all right in 76ers, but I don't know. At the It's almost like a wait and see with with those teams. I'm not going to just be like, oh yeah, they're going to get over. They haven't got over the hump yet. Not saying Greek has either, but Greek has been farther than they have, at least recently. Like it literally looked. Toronto made a crazy move last year, and it literally got them over the hump because Toronto was number one year, one of those years, and it didn't matter because everybody knew LeBron James was going to take over in that situation. So, but they made a move, and that's the type of honestly, it's not even about them making a move. It's about so, somebody's got to elevate. And Beats got to stay healthier. You got to figure out a way. You got to get Tim Grover or something like that. I don't. I mean, I don't know if there's another Tim Grover out there. Like as the times go on, there's got to be someone that's has the capability to do some of the stuff that he's done, like what he did for Michael Jordan's career, and some other athletes, whatever. So I mean, like at some point, you gotta figure this thing out just to stay relatively healthy. Ben Simmons, you gotta get that jump shot. You know what I'm saying? You might need to lock in the whole summer together or something. Build the chemistry even bigger than what it is. I don't know. The whole team or something. That's assuming everybody staying staff because things change over the course of the season, and what I'm talking about at this point would be more the next season. But yeah, they don't seem that they can get over that hump right now. Boston might be able to put up another level. Man, they put my cousin up there though. I'm not even trying to big him up because of that. No, cousin really can play. Like people can watch on YouTube, watch the plays. The only thing that's I mean he got drafted, but the only thing that's because this era is not big on having short people, and personally I'm not either. As far as when it comes to video games, I could care less when it comes to real life because if you can ball like it, or you can ball like Tremont Waters, you can ball like what Fred Van Vliet, you know, Iverson was undersized. Earl Boykins was a good. I mean, he wasn't no superstar. Earl Boykins wasn't no superstar, but I mean, like, still very good player. Spud Webb, very good player, and Muggsy Bogues. So it's not out the realm of possibilities. Nate Robinson, like Tiny Nate Archibald, it's came throughout the whole tenure of NBA history. It was not beyond the possibility that Tremont can be a serviceable player, but he's already good. He's already that good as a player. It's not saying it just because of my cousin. I don't even know him like that. To even, it's one of the cousins you don't really know, like, because I didn't grow up with them. So I don't, I'm almost looking at it from the perspective of someone that just saw him on television, to be real with you. So, and he's my second cousin. He's not my, I didn't know, I didn't really know his father like that. So, how would I know him? Just most of my cousins are older than me. Whatever. I got a rookie card. No, this is the college. No, this one up. College. Yeah. Good ride. Oh yeah. I just like sometimes I like to capitalize on that. See, I got saved. Super hard to get going. I like to go ahead and double up or triple up on a certain guy. Increase your workload. Only thing I probably really need right now is probably quick draw. Have it a little bit. I think bronze is about as all I'm gonna give to quick draw. in most of my builds because I don't need it really any faster than that. So I can turn there and take it off. I think I took it off last. I don't really have a jump shot anyway. I think I don't need to use ice and paint. I need that. Like this is the potential of that. So plus five was at 92, 93 maybe. Yeah, 90. When you get to 99, of course it'll be plus. By that time it'll be plus five. So, but this is kind of legit. I guess you have to go full 3 point specialist to actually get a 3 point, a crazy 3 point shot. See, that's why you need flexibility on what you can uncap and stuff. Because if you can go over your cap, and that's that people that was be like people be like, well, a lot of people will go for a 3 point shot. I don't know that everybody's gonna go for a 3 point shot. And if you do, you're gonna be lacking in something else. You're not gonna have lateral quickness. You're not gonna have something. You're gonna slip up and make a mistake on something. And we didn't. And like we never got the distribute our skill points as Ronnie said that we was gonna be able to. So what you think was it wouldn't matter anyway. We could do it. We said it stuff. So I only made a starting lineup on this build. Didn't take that long. With you, rookie year is like that's why I just feel like in the beginning I'm gonna be the most selfish I can be in that situation. And the crazy part is I didn't with my slash when I played making slasher I didn't have to because he got so good so quickly that I was able to probably average around what 8 points. I mean, like 8 and 6, 5 and 6, something like that. First of all, you gotta have PC. My PC is going fourth build. And it was going to glow. I probably would have had a bunch of PC, but I wasn't even thinking about going for a build. But then sometimes you just kind of get not necessarily bored, but you don't want to necessarily play with the build you have. And the beginning is sometimes just as fun as the long, but not. How bored can I get when I like to play? When I like to play throughout the whole season, basically. Pretty much playing the same thing. Which you could argue you're kind of playing the same thing too. You play the same thing. Yeah, there might be something a little bit different playing online people, but eventually you get good. Bro, we're probably about the same thing. Now, why didn't 2K have? I mean, well, maybe they did do that, but they already have latency problems. But why aren't the trees blooming and stuff like this? Is pretty much like the summer. What we came into basically. Neighborhood what we came into. I'm impressed today. I think came in here to check. Check. We do. I mean, I don't know because half the time we don't. None of the games are actually being played in real life. So I think people are jumping on. Well, yeah, I'm really bored during quarantine. When I on my days off, I'm literally just either playing the game or asleep or watching some streaming service or something or washing clothes or something. So quarantine would not be that bad for me. Literally, some of the vacations I've took would literally been just me being at the house for the whole week and not doing a darn thing. So, but playing video games, just trying to get away from the job for a week, basically. So, but yeah, it sucks that you're hampered in the house and stuff like that. I feel you, but it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying because for me, even though we got all these so-called rules, y'all niggas still asking me questions, still asking me, do I work here? Still asking me, do we have toilet paper? Do we have hand sanitizer? Stuff like that. We're supposed to be 6 feet away. Y'all got gloves on, mask on, still talking to them. For some people that's supposed to be cautious, I'm just saying, there's some backward stuff, man. And understand you can't find something, but you do have eyes. And I would appreciate it in social distancing and after if you would leave me alone. Because all I'm really is focused on is doing the job without having to, without ever having to really communicate with y'all niggas. It's like, why even have the job, nigga? I'm just trying to get the money to the job. If my YouTube will blow up, I have six. This will be 617 video. I mean, obviously, if I stream like every day, I'll have way more than that. Or if I stream multiple times a day. Oh my god, this never gets old. This I keep saying every year. This is why every year there will be some kind of slasher in my first build because I love to dunk the ball. I just had to make a change on the playmaking ability because shot creator doesn't really give you the playmaking abilities that you want to have along with the dunking, and you can't shoot the mid range. It's 2K is just full of crap. You can't shoot the mid range. Period. On any game, makes no sense. People are like know your shot. No, I think it's a little bit more than knowing the rhythm of your shot. Because when you get that close to the green, like sometimes I just think it's because the computer's on you and certain things that they try to. I think they shift your shot differently. Because you'd be feeling that green sometimes, and they still don't give you that one. I'm like, come on. When I play my player nation, I ball, especially since this build is overpowered. Ironically, I just finished playing with Detroit, and now I gotta play with. Now I'm playing with the Heat against Detroit. That's why I should have known that my build was automatically going to have a game since I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just jumping in, trying to get some VC. It's like one of the quickest ways to get your VC to build up your player. I'm glad they went back to that type of build because to restrict somebody to only three attributes from grinding for so long. That's why I don't understand how y'all play Bark like that. 'Cause I'd be disappointed when I play Bark. Play Bark, and that don't mean I perform like I'm not performing like on everybody on my career. Once you, especially once you get used to it, become dominant, and perform, you know, ridiculous heights and stuff like that. But you do that in part, and when you do, so say you have a 10-6 and 4 game, something like that, or a 6-1 and 3 game, you still don't get nothing from that. Like what the heck? You got a double rep just to move up like that? Like y'all niggas crazy. That's what I feel like. They should balance that out a little bit more. It don't have to be exactly like my career, but dang. You know how many builds iPod could have made by then if you can increase that? Like these are guys I like to watch. iPod, Poor Boy Sin. I mean they gonna do it anyway, so why don't you let them build a little bit faster off the park and stuff without the double rep? Just building faster just because you playing on park. I mean, yeah, that will reward people for losing too, but it ain't like you move up that quickly with losing. It's like, dang. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a video game. Yeah, you want to make it challenging, but basically the challenge is if you would take out the latency on this next generation, you shouldn't have latency like that. So on this next gen, if you take that out, it would take the brunt of it would give people a challenge back. Trust me, because the guys that know how to play with their player and move with their player a certain way. See, I feel inhibited. I really do when I play Bart. I can't do this, even though I just lost the ball somehow off of that. But I can't do what I don't move as smooth and fast as I can because of latency. You can say, oh, it's because you got to hook the Wi-Fi, or like, no, it's more on the UK. Most people's, I mean, 2K, not UK. It's more on 2K than it is on me. And then y'all just randomly kick us out the game sometimes too. I played a whole my career game last night. Had to replay it this morning. I just went to bed. And I don't even go to bed that early. I just went to bed. Well, I was tired too, but I mean, I was like, I won that game. That was my first start with Detroit with my playmaking shot creator. Dropped like 70, had like 10, get all the way to the end. It's showing me, you know, my badges and all that stuff. Then pops up. Oh, we have a 2K problem and stuff like. The heck this got to do with me? And then it shows up on my career. I was like, bruh. So that means I got to play the whole game on. You don't have no fail safe for that type of stuff. That should be something that you implement in your game. A fail safe. Because we've been dealing with that problem forever, man. Oh my god. Ever since you put on the, I guess ever since you put on the internet, we've dealt with that problem. Just let me go straight up. What was the hop step for in that situation? It's like you trying to give the computer hope. No, nigga, I got by. I got by him. Give me my dunk. Well, I love how when you try to. Wow. I love when how you steal the ball, try to steal the ball. They could just automatically spin away from you like that. First of all, he didn't need to spin away from me. He already made him space. Then you made him spin. Second of all, when I go for the steal, you got me going egregiously for like, bro, I'm not spamming. It's like that's what y'all need to realize. When somebody starts That's a foul. Understand that, 2K, especially online. It automatically should be a foul because no one should press square that much. It's a timing thing. I get fouls on court whenever I played it and wasn't even pressing the dang on square button like that. Oh wow, nigga, you know you weren't supposed to shoot that one. I really was about to just break a shot right there. I was feeling it though. Good thing I went against it. I mean, he really can't shoot threes. You would think that since you have a shot meter, it would be based on more so on your shot meter. Obviously, your attributes are not going to allow you to make them crazy like that. But if you got your rhythm down, you would think you would be able to make those types of. But then again, that means you have to green light it every single time, and I couldn't do that. Not too many people can do that. Not with that 3 point attribute either. Man, I was playing the Hornets too. I was looking at what you call his hairstyle. And I'm like, bro, if they don't have on PS5, you don't have more hairstyles. Like you implementing everybody else's hairstyle in the regular part of the game, and you don't even have playing the Hornets and what was that? Graham. I said I could have that hairstyle. And it's not like it's a big deal, like as far as like we like fawning over people's hairstyles. It's like, bro, because we have a character on the game, you know, especially when the season changes a lot of times. I just change the hair big style because that's what people do in real life. They get haircuts, they grow their hair out, they get it braided, they get dread. Like so, I switch it up. For the longest, I had a That's why I have the half braids on. Because for the longest, I had the one of the hairstyles. I don't even know what you call it, whatever. Because I don't wear those type of hairstyles in real life, so I don't know what to call it. But anyways, I have, but it was longer, close to the point where you could probably braid it at some point. So that's how I try to do it where it looks like my hair was actually growing in the process or something type of thing. Come on, Rose. Oh, come on. Let me get that. Let me tip it like that. It gotta be a foul. You know how many times I done did that to somebody like in real life? My short tails done that to somebody in real life. Then made that mistake, came back on, topped it, tipped it up, blocked it up top like that. Come on, bro. Yeah. 2K, come on, bro. That's all. Well, ain't nobody. That's what I'm talking about, 2K. That's what has to happen. You get rewarded for good play. Not saying it happens every single time, but you got to realize somebody that dang on wide open, and we not talking about a user. A user can make a mistake. Obviously, the computer can make a mistake too. Like we play against computers, and the computer make mistakes. But I'm just saying. Then I got Dimer on Hall of Fame, so why not? Pay attention. Dang, it could have been so much easier shot. That's what that's why one of my biggest. I always say that in a lot of my streams. You got to be able to, if you can get to the point where we control the actual offense, It's amazing how I somehow lose rows in that situation. But whatever, you know. But if we could, I always say this, we can control what's going on. So by the time you get to starting lineup, your teammates pretty much know what you're gonna do. So they play as though you have the what's the point of chemistry if they don't? What's the point of building up your chemistry if they're not actively moving based on how you play? Like you look at somebody like Stack Montana or iPod when they play My Career, or even Chris Smooth. Chris Smooth lately been loading up a lot of My Career during this quarantine situation. These guys actually spread the. I don't spread the ball around. I'm looking to get bucket. That's not saying they're not looking to bucket. Chris still, Chris still be winning the All Star game. Still be leading score. All you gotta do is get 30. Be the leader. The lead. The lead. The league. So I mean, like, and don't get me wrong, they have 50-point games, they have 40-point games, they have all of that, those accolades and stuff like that. It's just that I ain't waiting on a computer to do stupid stuff. Like if I can get an easy assist from you, I will. Especially, especially my rookie year, I'm not looking to give you the ball. Like I said, it was because my playmaking slasher was good so quickly. I was able to accelerate my assists, and because of my ability of the playmaking. Even though I already know how to pass the ball pretty well in the game, but I'm looking to score. So if you're not ready to score when I pass you the ball, give it back. I'll take the bucket. That's how I'm looking at it. I'll take the bucket. I'm ready to steal, accelerate um, accelerate the tempo. You know why you missed that? Ooh, I say this all the time. Jimmy don't shoot that shot that frequently. Stop that. That might be in his arsenal. He do not shoot that shot that frequently, and that's more like a finger roll type of shot. So why he all the way out there doing that shot? Okay, I mean that's why in season three I'm averaging 17. Yeah, 17 assists in the regular in my career mode. This is my player nation, so I ain't trying to. That's the other thing. I think Chris Smoove only plays 10 minutes. I actually play 12 because especially in the beginning, I want to maximize one shot, and my overall goal may be different from everybody else's. My overall goal always is to chase the ghost. So I'm trying to be Will Chamberlain. I'm trying to be Oscar Robertson. I'm trying to be Michael Jordan. I'm trying to be Kobe. I'm trying to be LeBron. I'm trying to be MJ. I'm trying to be Dominique. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be all that. Isaiah, Joe Dumars, Larry Bird, facing all the greats. In order to do that, John Stockton. That's what I'm chasing John Stockton literally this season. If I can keep up 17 assists in a game, I will beat John Stockton's record. His all time season record. Obviously will not beat his all time career record, but that is ridiculous amount of assists. But when you got Karl Malone and I think it's Carr as your basically as your two big men, and then you have Jeff Hornacek. I can't remember all the roster. But when you got people to beat you like that, and the court vision, and the ability to stay even keel the whole time, nothing rattles you. You can lead. You can lead. You can historically lead the league in assists. You can be the all-time leader in assists. Wow. Imagine that not being a steal. Oh, it didn't. And this is the type of mayhem I bring when you don't give me what I'm supposed to get in that situation. The disrespect goes even harder because I should have got the steal, and I'm gonna keep going for the steal. That's the thing. To the point where you gonna foul me out. We gonna get this money. Let's believe that. That's all. Disrespectful, man. No, they would hate him. If this was real life, you would hate him. You'd be like, how in the world is? First of all, how in the world is he staying healthy, shooting like this? That's what would be the impossible factor about him. How in the world are you staying healthy? Night after night, dropping 80. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop dunking, dropping 80, into the foul line, get knocked to the ground, you know, running past everybody, stealing the ball. That helps, to be honest with you. If you can steal the ball like that, that actually helps. 'Cause the last 2 years, he's stole like third or four steals a year, and he's at 3 point something now, and he's still leading the league. Like at first, Kawhi was, but now then took out the fun guy, so whatever. And it's almost All Star weekend, and Wayne that. It ain't take that long to knock it out, especially because I'm gonna be putting more, be playing this mode more, just to build up more VC to build up my other play. That is the beauty of building your other players. I don't always have to play with them to build them up. I'll play with my other guys to build them up because all you really need to build them up is VC. So I still have enough upgrades at this point. I just gotta upgrade. So his potential probably can go up to 88 at this point. So all I really need is VC. Oh, give me that foul. Give me that foul. I love it. Because you know good and darn well when he did that, those are one of those things that you made a mistake, but you still used took your effort and trying to block him, and it ends up being a foul. Like he legit still could have blocked that left handed. Like obviously 2K is not built for that. I'll give you that one. That's purely a foul. I'm not saying anything against that, but for me playing basketball and jumping too early in that situation and still having the ability to put my hand down, that's all I'm saying. That actually the computer they would benefit for that before we would ever benefit for something like that. But it is something that can legit happen. They would. The problem with 2K is stuff like that are anomalies, and it's based on the individual player that ability to move around like that. Like a Hakeem Olajuwon probably could do something like that, or even a Jordan, or even a KD because KD's long, and they would just they would cheese that. That's the only problem with that. The computer would be like still be blocking the crap out of you. Stuff out like that. They already block the crap out of you at certain points. Cause don't get me wrong, my what you call is that Giant Slayer. My Giant Slayer's at Hall of Fame, but don't mean I get blocked. When I played Andre Drummond or Gasol or certain people, even Lonzo going head to head with Lonzo blocks legit matter. Especially since I can pass the ball effectively, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna Better pass that. Should have gave me the steal. Losing. Yeah, I gotta see because I ball home. Honestly, points should pay more than that, especially if you're getting way more points than you usually get at that point. Once you start getting in the 60s, 70s, it really, anytime you get in the 40s on up, that should that should affect your team play. I know it doesn't. That's scoring points technically would not be necessarily team play, but if you're winning, your team play should be. It shouldn't go on. Yeah. Everybody out here trying to promote something. Even I am. Well, actually, I'm not. Honestly, my Instagram hasn't really been posting too big on there. That's not the fact. I have on my Twitter, so technically I've done it, but it's been straight off of watching all the content. Free YouTube videos.
This is the only one.
Put on the mask. I don't want to wear the mask. Just because I don't know. I don't know what's going to help me with the mask, but I think it would do a good job in that situation. And people won't stay 6 feet away. People won't stop asking questions, and they have fun with the mask. I don't know what's that going to what that's going to do. I just don't like doing stuff wrong. But it's kind of weird. And you could say that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is the people not staying in their house. And like niggas are really buying like lawn garden stuff, lawn and garden stuff like that. I work in the food area, food junction, person, and I drag me over here to buy some certain stuff, furniture, lawn and garden, or toys, or something like that. Make 50 baskets, and I haven't done that already. Well, I play with my playmaker slash regular game, regular Minecraft game. That 2065. Oh, they're playing on ESPN too. I knew I should have just checked. should have just came up on my screen on YouTube TV. It is now. They just started 8-0. It's like it's DeAndre 8 and then Zach. Even a warm up. Why in the world would he shoot late? If he's that close to it, he doesn't actually have to drive it up. So don't you stand up? That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even know that if a big man's that close to the rim, he should probably just do that almost every time. Not these little rim break. That's all you gotta do. With that one-handed one right there, for the most part, it don't have to be that two-hand one. And for him to be 6'11", he should always do that. Because he's more of an athletic build anyway. But y'all, for some reason, once we start going 7 feet, you realize these guys are 7 feet, 7'1", 7'2". You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they were like super fast or anything, but dang, we already made them slow. You don't have to like give us a break. If we start going to 7'3", 7'4", I fine. You know, God dang, but you made from 4 on down slow. So give us the benefit of the doubt getting this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with y'all, 2K? No, we gotta play cat. This ain't gonna be easy. That's what I need to learn to play with this. I'm so offensive minded that it's just like ridiculous. Like my offense paralysis is play. I mean, not paralysis, but whatever. It's just like if I can't get on offensively, it's just like And what I need to learn with paint piece is be able to get buckets, baby. Harrison Barnes and Trey Young. Oh, that's who's playing right now. Harrison Barnes and Trey Young. I'm just looking at that better. Still looking down on my iPad. What? Yeah, cat. Yeah, cat. This is the only build where I can actually wear my number. Well, I took it off my Detroit player because Blake has it, and they're so stupid. They had 223s on there, and I was just like, after a while, it just kind of kept bugging me. I understand Cat can do that, but you should have had you literally, you literally should have had me. I was already driving to the basket. You literally should have had me just dunk it in that situation. In other words, I have the advantage. Now, if he blocks it while I'm reaching out to dunk it, fine. But you didn't even allow me to. Wow. Why not just let me make the pass then? If he still had the ability to get it in that situation. And what in the world would make him be able to push me and stop me in that situation? Don't tell me because I'm running on the break. Because I got the ball on the break. First of all, I don't know why you're giving me the ball when I'm on the break. I'm not looking for the ball when I'm playing paint. Not up top. Not to run the floor. Oh my god. Come on, let's go. Good job. Let's go. Late. Let me pass the ball for it. You play bully ball once you get. If Greek is wow, I'm looking at the game at Trey Young and them playing, and I'm like, if Greek got the ball, if you got the ball with Greek and his takeover is on, you go all the way to the basket with him. There you go, all the way to the basket. And then 2K gave you that weak layup. You know, good and well Greek would dunk it if he had that much space and opportunity. You know what I mean? I don't have no guards. All we got is bigs. I don't want to perform. I feel like I'm shooting better fades without having a dang on badge. And again, I am playing my player nature. And the shot is for, you know, you don't have to worry about quick draw and stuff like that. That's good. No, I probably already have. Oh boy, don't. See what I'm saying? Like, and I understand. Yes, he was there, but the way you eliminate that situation is you allow him to dunk. Even if he's there and he stops it, fine. But the approach, all I'm asking about is the approach. Play some bully ball, man. Like that's more valid because I had my back to the basket and you know good and well I'm not joking that one. Unless I could overpower, if I could exclusively overpower him, and I wasn't gonna overpower him in that way because my back down's not always there yet. Unless I don't, well, mine actually might be gold right now. I don't know. If it is, then it means it's not really. It don't really work. It ain't really working. Wow. Yeah, you better make that because I was right there to take that. I was more open than Julius. We both were open. I'm just saying. Could've gave it to Randall. The game even the game's being influenced by the era, and they're not even trying to think. That's what I'm. That's why I keep stressing them that you should have more control in my career and stuff like that of how you decide to run your game because they're running the game based off of the era almost. It's like everybody's switching when you need to stay home at points. Shoot, the players in the real game need to learn to stay home in those type of situations. Because some of these guys think that they could have beat the Bulls and stuff like that, or some, not necessarily the players, but the media. Some are like, oh, Warriors could have did this, and stuff. And it's like, bro, they're like, who's going to guard KD? That's a valid question. But the reality of the situation, them niggas ain't going to switch, and they really were because the rules were different. And if they do switch, a prime example is something like if we go to the '96 Bulls, or we go for the '89 Pistons, I think you want to switch off of OGIT to Dumars? I don't think you do. See, that's another thing. People it's like you forget who was on these rosters. Like you don't want that. You can shoot all. You can think that shooting's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? They to a certain extent they give Curry that space. Don't get me wrong. Curry can dribble away from you too. He's still one. He's still probably the best shooter I've seen. But defense would help too. And some of y'all just not defensively sound like that. Unless you got somebody like a Patrick Beverly on it, and what's that going to do? When Curry can shoot off dribble, you know, spot up. layup stuff. You gonna have more than that. You gonna have to be Michael Jordan. You gonna have to be Scott. You gonna have to meaning you gonna have to be able to do both. You gonna have to be able to score. Patrick Villa, all he can do is pretty much catch and shoot because all he does is focus on his defensive specialist. You gonna have to have someone that has the ability to score because once I start stealing the ball from you, so say Jordan is guarding Curry, and once he starts stealing the ball from you, and once he starts, you know, you miss a couple of shots, and he's making it. That's that's the difference maker. It gets demoralizing. See, when you're a guy that can play defense and can score at any moment of notice, it can get demoralizing. So that's what you have to be able to do to combat with that. Plus, Jordan has size. So a lot of the players that's the other thing people have to realize when we talk about going. Yes, the errors are different. Yes, you can find mixed matches and you can have different game plans to try to stop certain people. But the reality of the situation, when you look at the Bulls, you got Ron Harper, 6'6", Michael Jordan, 6'6", Guy Pippen, 6'6", and then you got Dennis Rodman and Tony Kukoc. All those guys are defensive minded. It's just like, come on, man. Most of the guards in this league that are great are 6'3". Here, another thing, Kobe. Kobe's big. He can play defense. I'm saying like it's different, man. When we talk about it, Tracy McGrady's big. Like certain people, you can point out. Like Isaiah Thomas wasn't. Isaiah Thomas is not that big, but he still can play. Dumars is bigger. Dennis Rodman's on that team too. John Sally, Spider Man, aka Spider Man. So I mean, then you got people like Lambeer that can stretch the floor. One of the centers that can stretch the floor and shoot like that. Bird so dang on cocky, he'll tell you exactly what he about to do, and then do it on you. Magic's a mismatch, bro, for anybody playing the guard position. It's a mismatch problem with Jordan. It's a mismatch problem. 6'9". Kareem's a mismatch problem for anybody. Just Sky Hook alone. It's like, come on, guys. And another thing people got to real. This is what people need to realize about Bill Russell and Wilt. Because people like to say the competition was different and all that stuff. First of all, that's not true. Because if you're playing Wilt Chamberlain, if Bill Russell's playing Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson and Elgin Baylor and all these people like that, competition actually was not as different as you think it is. Because at some point, all of them guys were playing against each other, especially Oscar Robertson. And Oscar Robertson was Mr. Triple Double before Westbrook was even thought of. This is what it is, man. And he's 6'5" and like 210 at his playing weight. You see what I'm saying about a mismatch problem for Curry, for Kyrie, for players like that? And when you come up half court, he's there. He's not waiting for you to come. He's not waiting for you to come out. Because you like shoot threes from him? He coming for you. He waiting for you at half court. The mentality's different. And that's we must believe it. And the thing I was gonna say about what I actually want to say about Will and Bill Russell and people like to talk about the competition, something like that. They could not do some of the things they wanted to. Will was a whole lot more talented than people realize. In the game, he could be the all-time leading scorer, but he was hampered. It was different. The game was different. Blacks were not allowed to do some of the things they did, and basketball, the person who created Naismith, who created the game, not not without the defense, obviously, but it's supposed to be a huge. Back in the day, they slowed that crap down. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of the NBA and stuff like they slowed that game down. Look at the old stuff, the college games, the NBA games. Those games are slowed down like that on purpose. It's a coaching. They think, oh, what's going on with this fancy dribbling and all this stuff? Like the fancy dribbling is based on fundamentals. Don't be mad because you can't finesse it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's all it is through it. If you pick up the ball and move without dribbling it, that's illegal. But me going through my legs or stuff like that, that's not. Like if I'm dribbling up, do something like that and bring it down. You can't bring up the height of dribbling either. That's a that's carrying. I know Curry got away with it in the finals in front of everybody. They even replayed it when they cut the commercial. When they was about to cut the commercial, I was like, oh my god, how do you not call that? But it's not legal to do that. But when you hamper the old players like that, there were certain things like, and Wilt still was able to drop it. So imagine what he could do in this era where you could be fancy. You don't have a leash on what you can do. You can do what Iverson did. Imagine Wilt in that time playing with Iverson. If he played with Iverson, Iverson would have champions. Because me and one of my homies were talking about the team. The team was not good, and Iverson can big up his players all he wants to and all that stuff. Because I know, because when you're a teammate, you're going to have a certain love for your certain players. But Larry Hughes, as good as I don't have anything against Larry Hughes, as good as Larry Hughes was, he's not a defining factor. See, we always want to say, well, Jordan had Pippen. You need Pippen. People say that like it's something against it. Well, LeBron, you see what happened with LeBron when he didn't have certain players. He didn't win them. You see what happens when Dwayne Wade toppled. LeBron doesn't win. So even as somebody like LeBron who can lead in each statistical category, it don't matter. Basketball's always been a team sport. So stop trying to use other things. If you think LeBron's great, you can think LeBron's great. The reality of the situation is, the consensus right now is MJ's the GOAT. I never, I'm an MJ fan, and I never said he was. He's a GOAT in my mind. In other words, he's my favorite player. I never say, I feel like Oscar Roberts can be in that conversation. See, that's the problem. Y'all need, especially the media. It's not necessarily us as people, but the media, especially, has only put it to two people, and it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful to people like Kobe Bryant. I'm a Kobe fan. I know he is. I know he should be in the GOAT conversation. MJ should be in the GOAT conversation. Oscar Robertson should be in the GOAT conversation. Yes, he only has one ring, but you have to realize all the things, all the records people had to beat. They beat his records. That says a lot. And it wasn't an easy record to beat. To this day, it took forever for somebody. It took Russell Westbrook. Russell Robinson played like in the 60s. It took Russell Westbrook to start doing triple doubles like that. Before that, it was Magic. LeBron had some too, like that. Jason Kidd, because that's one of my other favorite point guards. Jason Kidd. But that's what my dribbling base is for my playmaking shot group. For my slasher, it's Kyrie. But yeah, it was the only other people that was really doing it, and Magic didn't reach. It hasn't reached up to his not his career triple though. Doesn't reach up to Oscar, and neither does Jason Kidd. So it took Westbrook to get that close to it at this point, and he ain't broke it, not the all time. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to realize these things, man. It's not a two-man race. Kareem all-time leading scorer, they get all-time leading. If he's not the all-time leading rebounder, then it's Will. But that's to me who's in the conversation. Oscar Robertson, Michael Jordan, Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Magic. Magic got 5 rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kareem got 6. Like what? LeBron is in there too, but it's a conversation. You feel me? Like, come on, man. The level of disrespect. I think that's the other thing too. I got to need to work on that right there. It's nice that I have the same face. I like that. I always want this. I always want my. This all my characters gonna be pretty much different versions of Prodigy Starks, but different position basically. But when I go to the park, can I have different clothes? Since all my clothes are in the same library, can I have different clothes for different people since they have different hairstyles? Like you see, I got cornrows on this guy. I got the braids fade on my main guy. I got the low cut. Wow, that's how I shoot that. And it click tape on. So y'all doing way too much. But yeah, can I just have different clothes on when I go in there? Because if I go to the neighborhood right now, you'll see I'll have a Heat jersey on. I mean, not a Heat warm up on with the shorts on, and my guy plays for the Knicks. And yeah, I could do a generic clothing on it, but it's just like because some of the stuff on there costs so much for DC. It's like the stuff I really be wanting to wear is the jerseys and stuff. Like I got Denver's jersey outfit basically. I got Brooklyn. What I got Harden. So I got the Rockets. Back it up. Okay, that's not what I was trying to pass it. Good job, RJ. Good job. That's what you. That's what you do with that. That's what you do with that. You had a slither of, and you just let the opposition do that to you. I don't understand why 2K allows you to make the dumbest decision possible in that situation. The dumbest basketball decision. You couldn't lay that up left handed. I mean, it's literally that's what it is. Lay it up left handed, hit off the screen. You have to struggle against the opposition on this. No, you don't, because you had the upper hand. First of all, when you trying to pass it to you, that's the worst part of that situation. When trying to pass it, to you, trying to kick it out. That's why I don't be using X to cut down that stupidity of the pass. Because if I use X all the time, I'd be pissed off at where the ball's gonna have time. Wow. I would love the passes to be a little bit more quicker than that since you pressed it. Since you're the one that controls and you press the button. How about let our emotes be the same? If we buy emotes, I've been saying that too. It's like if we buy emotes, let the emotes be there too. Let me have the same emotes because that this pump is whack. It's just whack, man. Ronnie 2K. Let's go back to the other guys that's actually playing the game. Fred Van Fleet leading the league. I mean, leading the game for Toronto. Is Ronnie recapping the game? And I guess he is. I'm talking to Harrison Barnes and Trey Young. I don't have the volume up. Plus, I don't have my headphones on. Come on. Nope. I took that. Took that dub. I play might be just a good impact. It's like once it, I can already drop it.
What is the opposite of bust?
It's like getting her read bust stuff out loud. Like, well, this is gonna be an end of my broadcast. Like, share, subscribe. Turn on Neil Kid 2026 channel. We back like Chris Mack.